If you like our video, click the button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides, visit us at www.teachucomp.com. When placing content in a Photoshop document, it is often helpful to use guides that help you align and arrange the content. Guides are non printing horizontal or vertical lines you can add to a Photoshop document to help you accurately place content into desired locations and align it properly. Unlike the grid, guides are unique to each Photoshop document. If desired, you can also use guides in conjunction with the Snap feature to easily snap content you move to the guides in the Photoshop document. Guides also work best in conjunction with the ruler in Photoshop, so it is best to use guides when the ruler is enabled. Remember that you can select View Rulers from the menu bar in Photoshop to toggle the rulers on or off. To add a guide to a Photoshop document, select View, Guides, New Guide from the menu bar to open the New Guide dialog box. Then select either the horizontal or vertical option button in the orientation section of the dialog box. To set the specific location of the guide on the ruler, enter its desired ruler location into the Position field. To set the color of the guide, select a color from the Color dropdown, or click the color swatch to its right to set a custom color in the Color Picker Guides Color dialog box that opens, and click the OK button. Then click the OK button in the New Guide dialog box to add the new guide. Alternatively, to add a new horizontal guide, click and drag down into the Photoshop document, starting from the horizontal ruler. The new guide then appears at the location at which you release your mouse button. Alternatively, to add a new vertical guide, click and drag to the right into the Photoshop document, starting from the vertical ruler. The new guide then appears at the location at which you release your mouse button. Alternatively, to create a horizontal or vertical guide that snaps itself to the ticks in the horizontal or vertical ruler, follow these same steps, but simply hold down the Shift key on your keyboard as you drag the guides out from the rulers. To move a guide in Photoshop, either click the Move tool in the toolbar to activate it, or hold down the Control key or Command key for Macs to temporarily activate it. Then hover over the guide to move, and click and drag in the directions of the arrows that appear when the mouse pointer turns into a double-pointed arrow bisected by double lines. Then release the mouse button when it is in the desired position. Alternatively, to snap a guide to the tick marks in the ruler while dragging it, release the Control key if needed, and hold down the Shift key instead. Then release the mouse button when it is in the desired location. You can also select multiple guides at once in Photoshop to do things like move them simultaneously. To select multiple guides in Photoshop, click the Move tool to activate it. While not absolutely required, doing this makes it much easier to perform other tasks related to selecting multiple guides, like moving them at the same time, without needing to also invoke the Control key to temporarily activate the Move tool. To then select the first guide, hover over it and click it when the double-pointed arrow icon appears. It should then turn a dark blue color to show it is selected. To then select other guides at the same time, hold down the Shift plus Alt or Option for Macs keys on your keyboard. Then hover over the other guides to select at the same time, and click them when the double-pointed arrow icon appears to select them too. They should all turn the same dark blue color to show they are selected. To then move the multiple guides you selected in Photoshop at the same time, hold down the Shift plus Alt or Option for Macs keys on your keyboard and hover over one of the selected guides to move until the double-pointed cursor appears. Then click and drag to move the guides together as a single unit in the document. Optionally, to snap the guides to the tick marks in the ruler after you begin to click and drag to move them, Release the Shift plus Alt or Option for Max keys on your keyboard, and then hold down only the Shift key, and then continue to drag them to the desired location. After they are in the desired location, then release the mouse button to finish moving them. To delete multiple selected guides in Photoshop, either press the Delete key on your keyboard or select View, Guides, clear selected guides from the menu bar. To edit the selected guides, select View, Guides, Edit Selected Guides from the menu bar to open the Edit Selected Guides dialog box, which has the same options as the New Guide dialog box. Then make your desired changes to the selected guides in the dialog box, and click the OK button to apply them. After placing your guides into the desired locations in a Photoshop document, you can lock them into place so no one can accidentally move them. To toggle locking the guides in a Photoshop document on or off, select View, Guides, Lock Guides from the menu bar. Note that this does not prevent them from being cleared or deleted, however. When guides appear in a document, you can snap content you add to the guides by ensuring that there is a check mark in front of the guides command when you select View, Snap to, Guides from the menu bar. Snapping must also be enabled by selecting View, Snap from the menu bar to toggle it on and place a check mark in front of the Snap command. To toggle the display of guides on or off in a Photoshop document after adding them, select View, Show, Guides from the menu bar. If the Guides command appears grayed out or unavailable, then there are no guides in the Photoshop document to show. To delete a single guide, either click the Move tool in the toolbar to activate it, or hold down the Control key or Command key for Macs to temporarily activate it. Then hover over the guide to delete, and click and drag it back into its parallel ruler's location and release it there. Alternatively, click the guide to select it, and then press the Delete key on your keyboard. Alternatively, to delete all guides in a Photoshop document, select View, Guides, Clear Guides from the menu bar. Additionally, if you added guides to both your canvas and to one or more artboards in the same Photoshop document, you can also separately clear the canvas guides and the artboard guides in Photoshop. To clear all guides from a selected artboard in Photoshop, click to select the desired artboard in the Photoshop document, and then select View, Guides, Clear Selected Artboard Guides from the menu bar. Separately, to clear all guides from only the canvas, select View, Guides, Clear Canvas Guides from the menu bar. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. See our full suite of courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides at www.teachucomp.com.